Welcome to the series of Apache Kafka tutorial with Node.js. In this series, I will introduce Apache Kafka and show you how to build data pipelines with it. In this previous videos, I set up a single node Kafka broker uh, and KafDrop, a web-based UI tool for monitoring Kafka cluster using Docker. So you can check the link of this full playlist in the upper right corner. We already seen how to create topics, publishing message to those topics and consuming message, and from those topics using the command line, using the client shell script. Today we will do same using the Node.js. We will create a different APIs for it. So without extending the introduction part, let's get started. So here you can see the Docker container, the KafDrop is running on, you can access it in the localhost 19,000 port, and the Kafka broker is running. So if I go to the web browser, I go to the localhost 19,000, you can see this is the KafDrop UI. Here you can see the broker, it's running, and total topics, total partitions, all the informations of the Kafka clusters, and here is the topics. Topic 1, topic 2 we created using the command line. You can go inside the topic and you can see that message, you can view message in the topic 1. So we'll create a API for create a topic in the Kafka, and then we'll create the API which will produce message in the topic, and the API which will consume message from the topic. So jump into the VS Code 10. So first I will create initiate a node project npm init -y, which will create a node project with the default setting. You can see the package.json is created, and here we have the scripts. Inside script I will create the command to run the server. It will be the start. I will use the nodemon. Index.js will be the entry file, and I need few packages like Express to create the server, npm I, Express, and the KafkaJs. You can see here the Express and the KafkaJs added in the dependencies. The Express npm package is widely used web framework for Node.js. It simplifies the process of building web application and APIs by providing a robust set of features, including routing, middleware supports, templating engines, handling HTTP request and response. And the KafkaJs npm package is a popular Node.js client for Apache Kafka, offering functionality to produce and consume message from Kafka topics. It provides a flexible and easy-to-use interface to interact with the Kafka cluster, supporting various features like the transaction, authentication, compression, and more. I need one more package, the debug, for debugging. The debug npm package is a utility for utility module commonly used for the debugging Node.js application. It provides a simple way to add debugging information throughout your code base and selectively enable or disable these debug logs based on the environment variable. So I'll set here, set debug equal to so this command set debug equal to node Kafka :* basically configuring the environment to output debugging informations specifically related to the node Kafka and its submodules while running your application using the nodemon. So now I will create the server. Before start creating the server, I need to do one more thing. So here I will use the type module. So basically the Node.js typically use the CommonJS modules by default. So I will mention here the type module. So this the type module in the package.json file is a directive used in the Node.js to indicate that the project is using ECMAScript module. When you set type module in your package.json, you are telling Node.js that your project intends to use the ES module syntax for importing and exporting code. This means you can use import and export statement to manage dependencies and share code between files, which aligns with the ECMAScript module specification. Now I will create the server. Now you can see the Node Kafka server running at the rate HTTP localhost 8080. So if I go to that 8080 port, you can see it's cannot get. We don't have any routes or APIs right now. So we will add the API. Now I will create the Kafka controller where we will have the method create topics, produce and consume. And I need one more package to load the environment variables .env. So basically the .env is a popular npm package used to load the environment variables from a .env file into the process.env. The broker one. So if I go to here, the broker, we have the localhost 9092. Now I will create the Kafka client configuration. Here this.kafka is a new instance of the Kafka class is created uh, with a configuration object passed as an argument. Here is the client ID, a logical identifier for the Kafka client. In this case, it's set to the Node.js -Kafka brokers, an array of brokers addresses that the Kafka client will use to connect to the Kafka clusters. The Kafka instance will be used to create producer, consumer, and the other Kafka components within the Node.js application. So we will see the create topic function and produce and consumes. I come to the explanation of this code base. So first here we created the admin instance of the Kafka admin using the Kafka admin class, allowing administrative operation on the Kafka cluster such as the creating topics, altering the configurations. Now next admin.connect to basically connect method establish a connection between the Node.js application and the Kafka cluster through the admin client. Next is the creating the topics. The create topics method is used to create new topics in the Kafka cluster. It takes an object as an argument with the topics property, which is an array of the topic configurations. Here I provided the only one topic. It's the name of the topic and the number of the partitions, of the topic, and the replication factor. Next, the admin.disconnect. Once the administrative operations is complete, the disconnect method is used to close the connection between the Node.js application and the Kafka cluster, releasing resources. And next, it will send the HTTP connection will send the successful message, or if anything error happens, then it will send the 500 internal server error message. Now I will create the route. Now I have to mount this router in the main file index.js. So to import the file, you have to mention the .js extension here at the same index.js routes.js. So now the server started. Now I will go to the Postman and try to hit this API/Kafka / create topics. So I will go to Postman and HTTP. And it will take the JSON payload. And if I go to the JSON create topics. It will take the topic name and the number of partition. So the topic name will be hello world and the number of partition will be 4. Okay, let's check it whether we have the hello world topic present or not. So if I refresh the Kafka of UI, so you can see we only have the topic 1 and the topic 2. So let's create the hello world topic. So if I post it, you can see it's 500 internal server error, failed to create topics, have to investigate what it is wrong. So it's give the error type error, cannot read forward undefined of the Kafka this.Kafka. It's not able to find out the this.Kafka. Now I will test this route. So we have this create topics, topic name hello underscore world, and the number of partition is 4. If I see the carb drop, so we have the topic 1 and the topic 2. So I will send the request and you can see the 200 okay and the topic successfully created. Now if I go to the carb drops UI list and refresh this carb drop UI, so you can see the hello world is created, number of partition is 4 and the preferred is 100%, and if I go to inside the hello world, the number of partition is 4. And the view message, we don't have any message right now. So if there is message, so here you can see the messages. On the view message, you can see the message in the different partition. So the producing message to these topics and the consume message from the topics, we will see in the later video, in the next video. So that's all from this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button and please do subscribe to my channels. Thank you.